Hello, you guys. Can you see me? Hello, hello. Oh, wait a minute. Hello, you guys. Can everyone see me? The counter says 0. That's not good. Hello, can you guys see me? Oh, Kim says hi. Okay, I think you guys can see me now. My phone just refreshed on its own, which that usually doesn't happen. Hello, hello. It's Monday, right? What day is the week is it? I think it's Monday. Hello, you guys. Welcome in. I know there's a couple of you here in the chat. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Whew, what a busy weekend. My goodness. Yeah. Joe sees me. Hello. Hi, you guys. Okay, finally the counter has refreshed. I was getting nervous because it said 0 for a really long time. So hello everyone. Welcome in. So I did a teeny little preview before we left town with just like four things in it. So with that being said, most of my items tonight are surprises, total surprises, no previews. I have just about everything that you could think of. I have Halloween, I have Christmas, I have kitsch, of course, I have Victorian, antique vintage, glass, tins, ephemera, books, all the things. I have all the things. So I think this could be fun. So you guys aren't going to have any idea what I pull out, except for the couple things that I did snap a picture of before we left. So yeah, I've never done a surprise sale before. Usually I like to preview the things that are going to be in the sale, just so that, you know, if there's something that you're interested in, you want to come to the sale. But this is new. So yeah, so it's just going to be freshly picked things from our road trip to Wisconsin. Some things are from a couple store stops that we either went to on the way to Elkhorn or from Elkhorn itself. So yeah, just things that I just unpacked a couple hours ago. So yeah, all right. I'm going to say hello to everybody, and then we will go over sales stuff. Most of you are very familiar with that, but we'll go over it briefly in case I have anybody new joining me tonight. So I'll go over that, and then we'll get right into it. So first person that was here at 3:09 p.m. was Miss Lisa Shields. Hey, Lisa, good to see you tonight. Karen G. Hey, Karen, good to see you. Yes. Definitely full of vintage surprises. Absolutely. So Karen's going to be my bid ender tonight. And Kim also is here in the chat. She's going to be helping out. Thank you so much, Kim. Oh, I know that Dana sent you pictures of the dollar horses from Elkhorn. I don't know if I filmed them or not. I might have. I can't remember. But yeah, there's one booth that she's always set up, and she has a lot of like Dansk and Catherine Holm and mid-century glass, and she usually has a little bit of Swedish and Danish stuff mixed in there too. Cool. So you've already seen those, but I thought of you, Kim. Miss Shannon is here. Hello, hello, Shannon. Good to see you. Jacques, hello, I'm new. Passed by the sale once or twice on my way to another video today. I plan to stay a little while. So Jason, yes, in case you guys were not here a couple weeks ago, Jason has some things come up at his brick and mortar store. Mother Tucker's Antiques is in a real store in Pennsylvania. And some things have come up. So, and he is also getting ready to set up at the Midwest Holiday Show, which is this weekend. So the setup is on Saturday, and they have to travel from Pennsylvania to Ohio. So Jason has taken a little time off. So he will be back, though. He will be back in June. So yeah, he's just taking a little break to get everything squared away at the store and ready for the show this weekend. So that's why you don't see Jason sitting on screen with me. And there's no Fantastic Finds. That's why you're just seeing me on screen. So that's just a temporary thing. So Jason will be back. Yes, he will be joining us in June. And then Jason and Tina always take a vacation to the Jersey Shore the first week in June. So yeah, Jason will be back with me the second week in June for Fantastic Finds. So don't you guys worry, he will be back. All right. I lost my place. Judy's here. Hey, Judy. Oh, yeah, we had some like major storms going through Michigan. Actually, most of the Midwest had some severe thunderstorms and things this afternoon. High winds, hail, lots of lightning, lots of heavy rain, that sort of thing. There were some folks without power today, so we didn't lose any power here, but it definitely was some crazy storms. Melanie, good to see you tonight. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Miss Janet. Hello, Janet. Good to see you as well. Thanks for being here. Mr. Gavin, good to see you guys. Thanks for hopping on with me tonight. Let's see. Scrolly scroll. There's Mama Pam. Hey, Mom. Good to see you. We did have a lot of fun at Elkhorn. We got to see Nikki Moss, and Dana and her husband, and Janine, and Nate of My Vintage is 1976. And who am I forgetting? Brad and Greg from Countryside came to the show too. There's just, yeah, it was so fun to, and a lot of viewers stopped us when we were at the show. So that was a lot of fun. I can't wait to edit that video. There was like some amazing stuff at the show this time. All right, Joe, welcome in. I already said hey to you, but you get a bonus today. Vanessa, good to see you tonight. Thanks for hopping on. Miss Terry V, good to see you, lady. There is Jason's mom. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Scrolly scroll. I'm just trying to get through these quickly. Helen, hello, Helen. Yeah. Oh, I forget you're in a time change. I forget everybody's not in the same time zone as me, but yes. Chris is here. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Hello, hello. I'm trying to just get through these. Minx, hey, lady, good to see you. Caroline, I get to see you this weekend too. I'm so excited to see everybody at the Midwest Holiday Show that's going. It's going to be so much fun to be in Holiday Land for the weekend. I can't wait for that. Miss Tina, good to see you tonight. I hope graduation went well. Let's see. Scroll. Brooke, hey, Brooke. Oh, Brooke, you're not gonna be able to make it this weekend. Well, hopefully you can come to the November one. I hope you can come to the November one. Let's see. I think I've said hello to everybody. If I missed you, I apologize, but I think I got everybody. Oh, Vanessa, are you coming? Vanessa, are you coming this weekend? Oh, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, if anybody's coming to the Midwest Holiday Show for the very first time and you need some pointers, email me, okay? Email me. I will give you, did I miss Nikki Moss in here? Did Nikki pop in here and I missed her? Hey, Nikki, if I missed you. Parmesan, yes, he's very happy that we got back home, and he's been very clingy, but I think he's exhausted from all the activities today. So he's in his napping spot. All right, so we're gonna get the screen ready to go. And I think I will do the countdown clock like we did last week. For the most part, I think it was fine. It worked well. It took a really long time to make the graphic, truth be told. So I might, when I have a little bit more free time, like change it a little bit. But I think we'll use that. I think we'll go ahead and use that tonight. It did help gauge the lag for me. I could see what I was doing here on StreamYard versus my phone, so I could kind of gauge what the lag was like. So I think I'll do that again tonight. So before we get started, make sure you are logged into a Google YouTube account. That's how you can type in the live chat. And once you're logged in, it should automatically pop up for you. If you're watching on the TV, you might want to have the chat pulled up on your mobile devices, your tablet or your phone. You want to be in live chat all messages, not top chat. And because of the lag, I do encourage you to refresh often. So you can either exit out of YouTube completely, come back in, or you can find the gear wheel icon on your mobile devices in the upper right-hand corner where my kitty icon just popped up there. If you tap the screen, find the gear wheel icon, hit playback speed, and 2 times, that should get you caught back up. On the computer, it's in the lower right-hand corner, the same settings. And there is a way to refresh on your TV on your home screen settings as well. I will be doing offer ups unless I note otherwise. That will be the auction style. I'll give you starting price. It will be pinned up here on the screen. I will give you as much information as I know about the items. I will give you measurements and note if there's any kind of issue. So if there's damage, chips, repairs, any kind of notable damage, I will make sure and mention that and show it to you. If you're interested in anything tonight, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. I will highlight them as I see them come into StreamYard, so they'll be highlighted up on the screen, and I will call them out as well. If for some reason I do not see your bid or I don't call it out, try and put it in again. Filtering usually doesn't happen over here. Sometimes it does, just as a fluke. But I will call out everyone's bids. I will put the 20-second counter up on the screen. I'll also count along with it. And I know some people are more visual, I'm a visual person as well, so I like to see the counter too. So that's why I decided to try that out for a little bit. So 20-second countdown, make sure and get your bids in there during the countdown. Don't wait too long because they will come in after the bid end, and that is the lag. Okay, so put them in early, and the highest bid that I see come in before Karen G's official bid end tonight will be the winner. And I'm also allowing just in cases here as always. So all that I ask is that you have at least one straight bid in on the current item that I am showing. Then during the countdown, you can use a just in case. That is the maximum that you're willing to pay for the item, plus the letters JIC. That's your just in case bid. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, I will bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind, if there are multiple just in cases that come in before the bid end, those do then turn into regular bids. If you win an item tonight, if you're brand new to me, or maybe it has been a while, I do need some information emailed to me. My email is hackworthA12@gmail.com. You can also find that pinned in a comment in the chat, whether it be the top or the bottom. I'm not sure. It's on the bottom for me now. And you can also find information down in the description of the video. But do make sure and email me during the broadcast if you are brand new, so I have your information. I need your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that I can send a PayPal invoice to. If you don't have a PayPal account, that is okay. You can still shop. Just make sure when you email me all of your information that you let me know that you want a guest checkout link. When I do send those PayPal invoices out, I'll send you a direct link, and then you can check out as a guest with any debit or credit. You just kind of follow the prompts that it tells you, and make sure that your shipping information is correct when you check out, either that be with a guest checkout or within PayPal. Make sure your shipping information is correct because that's where your label is printed, okay? And payments due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. And shipping is the last thing not included with the winning bid price. That is additional. However, I do get a discounted shipping rate through Pirate Ship, so I pass that right on to you guys. So you guys pay the same thing I do through Pirate Ship, and I calculate that using your shipping information, the weight and size of your package. I do have shipping available to anywhere in the US, in Canada, and I can ship elsewhere. That is never a problem, but do beware that the shipping costs are significantly higher for international shipping than anywhere else. I do ship from Michigan, and I already covered the make sure your shipping stuff is correct. And I think that about covers the nuts and berries. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Hope you guys are ready for some surprises tonight. Paula Messimer, you didn't miss anything. You're just in time. Hey, Bug and Tracy, welcome in, everybody. Good to see you guys tonight. All right. So should we start with an item I previewed, or should we start with a surprise? I don't know. I'm going to start with, I guess I'll start with a surprise. How about that? All right, this is going to be a surprise item, and it's going to start at, it's going to start at $16. Okay, and like I mentioned, I have pretty much everything tonight. So I do have a little bit of holiday stuff, okay, and this is untested. I'm going to say this is untested because I did not have a 9-volt battery with me when I found it, and I don't have one here at the house that's not already in a smoke detector. So this is untested, but it is a figural bulb of Santa. I had not seen one shaped like this. before. Hey, Janine, good to see you. Thanks for popping in, and good to see you this weekend. So I do have it is a glass figural bulb of Santa. So untested, so that means I do not know if he still lights up or not, okay? I don't know that because I don't have a 9-volt battery, and that is a way that you can test it. You can kind of put the end of the bulb in the terminals of the battery and see if he lights up or not. I just don't know if he does, but he's kind of bulbous, and I'm kind of here for it. Yes, he does have some paint scratching. These usually do not have a lot of paint left on them. Anytime that I see these, they're usually pretty worse for wear. And I think down here is supposed to be his little feet, his little Santa feet. But you can see that there is some paint scratching to him, but his face is still really nice and good. And then up here is kind of supposed to mimic, I think, the fur on his little Santa hat. And he's got happy smiling eyes and his little lips peeking out. I just don't know if he lights up. Most people don't really care if these still work or not. And a lot of people add some wire to these and actually turn them into Christmas ornaments instead of the bulbs. But yes, he's more of the roly-poly style Santa. I don't think I've ever purchased one of these figural bulbs. Jason's brought a few that I know of. But and he's not a super large one. He is about 2.5. He's about 2.5 inches tall to the end of the bulb, and about 1 3/4 inches at the widest part of Santa. So that was surprise item number 1. I will do a recap tonight. I'm going to move quickly. Okay, so we'll move through the sale as quick as we can get through it. We'll bring him back. And all right, let's do something else. I have, thanks, Janine. I loved seeing everybody. Oh, Melanie, there's that lag. All right, Melanie, I see you're 16. Thank you so much. All right, so let me get my counter up here and get it ready to go. All right, Melanie's in at 16 for Mr. Santa bulb. He was the only one. The other ones that they had no paint left. He was the only one that had any kind of red left on him. All right, let's do a countdown. Looking for 17 or more. The counter is going to start now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid ends. All right. Ooh, Nikki Rindell snuck in there with a 17. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. All right, Nikki, it is coming to you. Thank you so much. Ho, ho, ho. All right. Let's see. Nikki, good to see everyone tonight. Okay. Let's see. Let's do something I previewed. How about that? I'll do something I previewed. I'll try and rotate with the 4 things that I did preview. And these are also going to start at 16. And these were something that I did preview before we left. And although these were freshly found as well, and I don't know if I've ever had these. I think I've had one of the little figurines, but I don't think that I've had the shakers before. So these are, how cute. These are little Arnart, A-R-N-A-R-T, Arnart, little snail shakers. And these guys are 100% cold painted. So airbrush cold paint for their little shells and their bodies, and then cold paint hand painted for their cute little faces. So they are shakers. They do have little stoppers here on the bottom in plastic, and I'll try and show you each one. So they are they're about 2 by 2. All right, so there is a little bit of paint scratching, FYI, because they are 100% cold painted. So that just means that the paint was applied to the ceramic after it was fired. So there's nothing protecting the paint on here. So there is a little bit of paint scratching, paint loss in a few areas. But I just, I don't see these guys, the little Arnart bugs. So there is a whole little, besides the kitschy animals, like the cats, dogs, zebras, rabbits, mice, that sort of thing, squirrels. There is a whole series of little kind of insects and bugs and frogs, turtles, snails, that sort of thing. And they have their quintessential little red bow tie shakers. And one does have 3 holes. So the little red one has 3 holes on the back. And the blue one has 2 holes on the back. No chipping to the ceramic, just a few little paint loss spots. I don't know, snails and frogs, that sort of thing, and turtles always remind me of summertime. And these I think would look pretty cute on the 4th of July. That was my vision when I saw them as well. Nikki and MJ, I see you both. Thank you so much. So yes, they could be little patriotic snails if you wanted them to be. All right, Nikki and MJ. MJ's got the high bid at 17, so we are looking for 18 or more. So they are a little bit smaller. So they definitely, if they're going to go on like a printer's tray or a smaller space, they could fit on there pretty good. Hey, Diane, good to see you. Long time. Thanks for hopping on. All right, Diane's in at 18, so we're looking for 19 or more. And anybody that's got a bid in there can use it just in case if they would like. I'm going to start the countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Silly snail bid end. Silly snails. You could, oh no, the holes aren't on the top. See, if they would have put the holes on the back of their shells, you could have stuck little flags in their shells. That would be cute. Okay, MJ has a just in case of 20. Nikki has a just in case of 25. And there's Karen's bid end. So my winner is going to be Nikki at 21. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Snails. Thank you guys. And thank you guys for being here and hanging out with me tonight. All right. Yes, Timmy, this Sunday. This Sunday is my birthday. Yes, it is. And I get to celebrate at the Midwest Holiday Show. So I couldn't think of a better way than be surrounded by Christmas and Halloween and a lot of vintage loving friends. So that's going to be a lot of fun this weekend. Yes. Thank you, Timmy. All right. Next round. What do we want to do next? How about I do have a couple ephemera things. So I'm gonna do a postcard. I do have a couple postcards tonight. One is Halloween. And the first one I'm gonna do is I did see my favorite Kewpie lady at Elkhorn, Karen the Kewpie lady. I found out what her name was for the first time last year. And her husband have been Kewpie. They are members of the Kewpie convention. They go to the Kewpiesta in Missouri. They've been Kewpie collectors their entire life. So she has amazing stuff always. And she did bring a little album of postcards this time. And I got one of my favorite antique Kewpie postcards with the bluebird. And it's going to start at 18. It says, a Kewpie is bringing from out of the blue bluebirds of happiness for you. Cube's just riding on that bluebird. I don't know if the bluebird's real happy about it, but he's taking a ride. MJ, I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. It does have a postmark on the back from 1924 from Waterloo, Iowa. Waterloo, I'm pretty sure Nikki Moss lives pretty close to there. I think that's where she is. But Miss Leona Zumak, I think, from Sumner, Iowa. So there is a big, long greeting here on the back. Dear Leona. So I will let, it's some nice handwriting. I will let the new owner go ahead and read that. So there is a little postmark, that kind of wavy postmark stamp. There is a little bit in there that I am seeing. And then there is just this tiniest little, the card is not like like bent through, but there is like a little bend kind of right there. And you can kind of like see it right here on the edge on the back, but it does not like affect the postcard at all. The rest of it is pretty good shape. This is one of my favorites for Kewpie imagery every day. I did get a couple more from her, but they're holiday related ones. So Timmy, I see you. Thank you so much. Again, postmarked 1924, Rose O'Neill Antique Kewpie postcard. So let's do a countdown. Timmy's in there at 20. MJ was also in there. So let's do the countdown. It's going to start now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. So on my screen, I have an 8-second lag, just FYI. All right, Timmy, I see you're just in case. MJ popped in there with a 22. And there is Karen's bid end. All right, so Timmy, with your just in case, it is going to be yours for 23. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right, Timmy. Timmy, that means I get to see you this week. All right, Waterloo. Yeah, that's what he said. Minx. That's what I thought. Great. Let's see. Okay. What do we want to do? Okay, I do have. Let's do some shakers. How about that? Let's do some shakers. And these are going to be choice at 18. These are going to be choice at 18. And these, I don't know if anybody follows me on Instagram, but I did post a picture of a shopping basket full of salt and pepper shakers. And we just happenstance stopped in a store on the way to Wisconsin. And a lady's like lifelong collection of salt and pepper shakers, like 10,000 pairs is what she said. And she was just starting to get some of them out. So I was happy to get some of them. And she hasn't even put them all out yet. So that's pretty amazing. I got some really, really good shakers. But I have two different like choice rounds for shakers from this lady's collection tonight. Not the same lady that had over 14,000 pairs, totally different lady. But I was happy to be able to, she had some really good shakers, lots of good taste in the shakers. So these are from the same series, and I can tell you there is another colorway than the two that I have. So these are made by Napco. I'll get them both on the board, and they're going to start at 18 choice. And these are called the little flower baby shakers. They kind of look like pixies to me. I have always really liked these. I think, and they do come in blue. They come in blue flowers as well. And I do believe that was the last pair that I did have, was the blue flowers. But I have the pink and the yellow ones. And they just look like the cutest ever little kind of flower fairies. That's what they look like to me with their little flower collars. But they are little babies in flower, little flower dresses. That's what they are. So the little flower petals that are coming out from the side here are meant to be like their little arms. So they're kind of anthropomorphic little flower kids, and I love them. These are made by Napco. They do date to the 50s. So the yellow pair, they do have cork stoppers. They do not have a Napco foil stickers anymore on them. There is the back. So they're both 3 holes, but they are the matching sets because one has a open eyes and one has closed. So they're not like high gloss. They're more of kind of that satin finish. There's no chipping that I can find on either one. This one does have like a little, I think that's a manufacturing flaw up here. I think maybe the paint didn't take. It's not like a chip or anything like that, but the yellow one is like that on the top. And MJ and Nikki, I see you both. The pink ones. Here are the pink ones. So cute. I love these, especially for right now when the flowers are starting to bloom. These also have corks on the bottom, and same as the yellow ones on the top. There's not any kind of chipping. All of her makers are really nice shape. All of them are really, really nice condition. I think she probably had them in cabinets and kept them away from getting any kind of damage on them. What is my favorite cake or ice cream? Erin, I see you at 20. Thank you so much. What's my favorite cake or ice cream? Ooh, that's hard. That's really hard, Shannon. Any kind of cake that Mama Pam makes, I love it. Strawberry. She makes one with fresh strawberries and then makes like chunks of strawberries and strawberry buttercream, and peanut butter sheet cake, probably, as far as cake goes. I also like cheesecake. That's not really the same thing. Ice cream, I don't know. I like pistachio. I like anything with fresh fruit in it, and like a really dark chocolate or coffee. Like those are probably my favorite. Okay. MJ's back in there at 21. You guys are making me hungry. Nikki's back in at 22. Thank you so much. These are 2.5 by 2 1/4. Okay. So for claiming purposes, we're going to do yellow or pink. Okay. Yellow or pink. I like lemon. I like lemon too. Pretty much any fruit flavor. I'm here for it. Yeah, she does, Diane. She makes an excellent carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. It's really, really good. Mama Pam's cakes are always good. Okay, let's do a countdown on these. 22 is Nikki with the high bid. These are Nesco, and most people call these the flower babies, the flower baby shakers. I think they look like little pixies to me, but they the flower babies. That's usually what they're called. Made by Nesco. All right, let's do a countdown. We're looking for 23 or more. I'm going to start the countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right. Looks like the lag has decreased just a little bit. All right. MJ, I see your 23. Sweet Leaf, I see your 25. And there is Karen's bid end. Oh, Erin and Nikki, your just in cases both came in after the bid end. Let me refresh and make sure I'm seeing that correctly. I will double check. Yes, I see them both after the bid end. I'm so very sorry. Highest bid before the bid end I'm seeing on my end is Sweet Leaf at 25. Sweet Leaf at 25. So let me know if you would like pink or yellow. And I will tell you that the yellow one was the one that had that little factory kind of flub on the top. But neither one have any kind of chipping. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. Don't forget to refresh. All right, Sweet Leaf is going to take the pink ones. You got it. Thank you so much. And second pick is going to go to MJ. MJ at 23. MJ, if you would like the yellow ones, let me know. If you would like the yellow pair. There they are. Just waiting to hear from MJ. MJ Bear, she says yes. Okay, thank you so much. All right, you got it. Wish she had the blue ones too, or maybe she did and they had already sold before I got there. That could be. But yes, there are some blue ones floating around out there too. Okay. Let's do another surprise. Let's do another surprise. Okay. This was something I got from Elkhorn. Actually, I think it might be the last thing. I think it might be the last thing I purchased. Because I don't know if I've seen one of these. I'm pretty sure Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, just send it again. That'll be easier for me to find it when I do. And I forgot to say, I'm doing invoicing tomorrow. I am doing invoicing tomorrow, so I will message or email everybody when invoices go out tomorrow. Shipping for me this week, because we are also traveling to Ohio for the Midwest Holiday Show. We are leaving on Friday, pretty early in the morning, so I would like to have everything shipped out on Thursday before we leave. Okay. So sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. All right. So this is going to start at 24. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Ariana has one of these. I don't know if hers is green. She might have another colorway. I don't know. She mostly collects green ones. So I'm not sure if she has a white or yellow one, but this is a Lotus flower frog. And I'm including the little calling card along with it just because I really liked the coloring in that one. So you're going to get the little ephemera along with it as well. But it is a flower frog, and it's a lotus flower. It's very, very cool. And or a water lily, either one. I see both, but a water lily would make a little bit more sense with a flower frog, or the lily pad. It just has a little bit of paint wear. These, as far as I know, are from the 40s. Some of them a little bit earlier than that. It does have a stamping on the bottom. It just says patent pending here on the bottom, but I had never run across one of these out and about before. And it does have a little bit of wear spots, probably from either sitting in a pot or down in some water. So these do tend to get some paint wear, and they do come in some other colors. I have seen pictures of white ones and pink ones and yellow ones as well. And it because it is a flower frog, it is weighty. Okay, it does have some weight to it. But these, I love these as ephemera holders. They're great for holding postcards, great for holding photographs, pretty much anything. If you had a little antique frog piece of ephemera, I think that would be really cute in there. So what this is, it is a calling card, and it does have a name stamping on the bottom. I think it says Nora. What does it say? Nora, I don't know, Macintosh, something like that. It does start with an M. Far from thee, be every care. I like the little sailboat and the sun, and then there's a little guy fishing in a boat in a little cottage. I just love the colors in it. That's why I thought I'd pair that with the big old flower frog. I just love this. All right, MJ's in at 24. Thank you so much. So the Lotus or the water lily measures 4 inches at the widest and about 1.5 at the tallest part. Yeah, tally cards would be good in there too. Absolutely. All right, let's do a countdown. Oh, you saw a silver one at Elkhorn. Oh, interesting, Janine. I must have missed that one. All right, let's do a countdown. MJ's in there at 24. So we are looking for 25 or more, and I'm going to do that countdown. The clock is going to roll right now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Nikki, I see you're 25. MJ is back in there at 26. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nikki's got it just in case of 28. Aaron popped in there with a 27. There is the Froggy Flower bid end. So before the bid end, it looks like Nikki is going to take it over Aaron at Blueberry Barn for 28. Thank you so much. And hello, Lena. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for popping in. All right. Let's see. I have not done any jewelry yet. I do have some jewelry tonight. So I will go ahead and I will do this next. I love these kind of brooches. I just don't run across them very often. This one did come from Elkhorn. It was one of, I don't know if it was one of the very first things that I purchased. And it's going to start at 18. And it's really nice. And it's larger than I typically see for these two. Antique brass filigree with amber glass little stones in there. So carved glass for the center. It's an ambery color. It could be, I don't know, it could be, what was the topaz? That's kind of the color I was thinking. It's kind of an orangey gold color, cut glass for the center, and the two little ones are a little bit lighter in color on the edging, but it is really lovely, really lovely. In Victorian, definitely Victorian. It does have safety clasp here on the back. The pinpoint does extend past the clasp quite a bit. So just be careful with that. Stick yourself with the pin. So the pin back does work. It's in nice working condition. There's no stamping or anything on the back side. And I like how they design these because the light can pass through the glass and then they're just really sparkly. So there is the sizing for it. It is a pretty decent size one. It is 2 inches long and about 1.5 at the width. Okay, so about 1.5 that way. It is really pretty, really, really pretty. These are kind of my favorite to look for in either this color with the amber glass. They're pretty with anything, but I also really like them in purple. If I can find them with the amethyst glass, that's kind of my favorite, or red. Oh, it might glow too. You know, I didn't test that. I have something else glowy tonight, but I didn't test this. Yeah, the center one doesn't really. It has slight. Usually for the glass, it's just a little clarifying agent. But the ones on the end, I don't know if you can see them change color or not, but they do fluoresce green. So that the center one just very slightly probably has a little bit of manganese in it for the clarifying agent, but the ones on the end definitely have a little bit of glow to them, a little bit more. Yeah. All right, good tip there. I forgot to even check that. Usually if they're not green stones, I usually don't even remember to do that. All right, Miss Melanie, I see you in there at 18. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 19 or more. And I'm going to do that countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A bit end. The first Thursday in June, Ariana mentioned it on her sale last Tuesday. The first Thursday in June, Miss Ariana from the Withering Cottage is going to be joining me for a definitely you will see some more Victorian and antique things for that sale. She's going to be filling in for Jason on Fantastic Finds that week right before he comes back. Okay. Glowy girl, good to see you tonight. Thanks for hopping on. There's Karen's bid end. So right there before Karen's bid end, Miss Glowy. Good to see you, Carol. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. All right. Let's see. Yes, and I bought so many. I bought so many salt and pepper shakers from that lady's collection. She gave this to me. Salt and pepper collector, like a baby on board, but salt and pepper collector on board. She gave me the sign. It was from the ladies' collection. Isn't that funny? Okay. All right. I'm going to. We haven't done. This was also something from Elkhorn. And it's going to start at 24. And there is one lady there that I have purchased some Steiff from in the past, and she's got some health issues. So she doesn't know if she's going to be back at Elkhorn, if this was her last show, if she was going to continue to do it. So she did bring a lot of Steiff animals with her this time that I've never seen her bring before. I was lucky to get 2 of them. from her, two that I had not ever previously been able to get. So of course, meow meow, I had to get a little cat. I couldn't resist because she had a cat. I think I've purchased a much smaller Steiff cat from her some years ago. But I got this one from her this time, and I got another Steiff critter that'll be coming to another sale. But and he's a pretty decent sized one now. He's not like the older mohair kind. He is from the 70s. So and his name is Sissy, Sissi, Sissy the cat. And they did make him in this kind of gray stripey. He's very soft though. He is not mohair, but he is very, very soft. And no wire armature in this one. So his little tail just kind of does whatever it wants to do. And no wire armature in his little feet. I didn't test this one either. Sometimes the eyes glow on these. This one does not. And he has plastic eyes, I think. Yeah, plastic eyes, not the glass ones. They kind of went away from the glass ones once they got into the mid-century. But he does have little green eyes, and he does have his little whiskers. And he does have his little Steiff ear tag and his little yellow paper, or not paper, little ribbon tag that is attached to his ear. And it does say made in Germany here on the tag. And he would have had the little paper tag here that had his name on it. That is no longer there. And I didn't actually check to see if the little tab that it was attached was still there. I can't really tell. But he doesn't have any holes or anything. He is in really nice condition, very clean as far as I can tell. And he is very soft. For not being mohair, he certainly is soft. I did go ahead and add a ribbon back on. He would have originally come with a light blue or a red ribbon. He didn't have the ribbon on there when I found him anymore, but I thought he looked cute in yellow. That's why I decided to add a little, but it's not permanent. It can come off. Sissy the cat, he is about 12 inches with the tail straight out like that. He's about 12 inches. And then 7 inches at the tallest part to the ear. And the ear has kind of a little bit of pinky velvet kind of material for the inside of the ears. And his nose is embroidered. So he has a little embroidered nose and his little pink mouth. Hey Sharon, good to see you. Thanks for popping on tonight. So there is meow meow. Had to bring him. And the other thing, yeah, I did get another Steiff from this lady, so I will bring kitty friend back and we'll keep it moving. Oh, Timmy, there's the lag. All right. See, I always feel like I'm taking too long, but I forget that lag is there. Okay, Timmy's in there at 24. Thank you so much. So let's do a countdown. And Timmy, you can put in a just in case if you would like. Let's do the countdown. It's going to start now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meow meow. Bid end. Ooh, MJ got in there with a 30. Timmy, I saw your just in case of 29. And there is the bid end from Karen. All right, MJ Bear, kitty is coming to you. Thank you so much. Right. All right, don't forget to refresh, you guys. Don't forget to refresh. All right. Why is Miss Priss behind you? That is mine. That Miss Priss cookie jar is mine. That was gifted to me some years ago. So that is mine. I do have stuff for sale on the shelf. But the Miss Priss and the kitties on this top is my stuff. Okay. Let's see. Although I have been looking for another Miss Priss cookie jar. Haven't found one yet to share. All right. Let's do this. I don't know if I've ever had one of these to bring to a sale. This came from Elkhorn. And I do know that we have some people that collect these in the chat. So I know she has this one. I do have a Galaxy Spaceman bottle. I've never had one of these, I don't think, in the years that I've been doing sales. I don't think I've ever had one of these. I've seen them a couple times, but not very often. 1950s Galaxy Syrup Spaceman bottle in the yellow. So these did come in an array of different colors, and each one had a different name. This is the Interplanetary Commander, and they have a little cap on the top that says a flavor, and then it was meant to be turned into a bank. Kind of the story behind this, and Karen can correct me if I'm wrong, they spent so much time and money designing the bottles that they ran out of money and didn't have enough left to actually produce the syrup. And these were flavored syrups that were meant to go in soda. And they spent so much money on making the cool bottles, they never got to produce the syrup. So all of these bottles that if you see them out and about, or a case of them, they've never been used. So there's never been anything inside of the bottles, but they're just really cool. I have always loved these. And the as far as I know, the black one, so there is one with black, is the hardest one to find, but there is, how many are there total, Karen? I know Karen knows this because they collect these. Is there 10? 10, 12? I can't remember how many there are. But he's got like a little holster, and his arms are molded into the side. And then on this side, he has kind of like a ray gun thing molded on. And then his little eyes peeking out of his space suit. But he is yellow. I love him. He's very, very cool. All right, so MJ and Minx. Oh, Caroline, your husband has the whole set with the box. Yeah. Oh, there's 10 different ones. Okay, thank you. I knew somebody would know the answer to that. I couldn't ever remember if there was 10 or 12. But yeah, every once in a while, and somebody, I believe somebody bought the entire collection of them that was left from the factory. And every once in a while, they will go up for sale, and they sell out super quickly, and you can buy like a whole case full with the original box from the factory. I think they're so cool. 2 different colors with 2 different names, but the same color. Yeah. Okay. Minx right now has the high bid at 28. So we are looking for 29 or more. I just love these. And then he does have his little rocket packs. It says rocket jets here on the back. So very cool. Okay, let's do a countdown. Minx is at 28. So anybody that has a bid in there can use it just in case if they would like. And counter is going to start now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hey, Sam. Good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. All right. All right. Nikki's got a just in case in there. There is the space bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Nikki Rindell over Minx. So for 29, Nikki, it's coming to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody that's joining me tonight. Some faces I haven't seen in the chat in a while. All right, I'm gonna do a tin. I'm gonna do this tin next because I freaking love this tin. I don't have anywhere to display it. Otherwise, I would probably have a collection of these, but I don't. I don't have, if you have the space above your kitchen cabinets to display awesome tins or something like that above your kitchen cabinets, I don't have that. But I freaking love these tins. So, and usually when I see these, they are not in good condition. And this is really, really nice shape. I have looked at these. I have filmed these. But this one, there's just something about a good coffee can and the graphics on this and everything. It's kind of It's showing pretty true to color on screen. It's kind of an orangey red, like a tomato red. Not more of a blue red, not orange, kind of that orangey tomato red is the best way that I can describe the color. This is going to start at $30 because of the condition. It's really, really nice shape. It does have, and this does date to the 1920s, FYI, 1920s on this tin. So here's the lid. So it does have the little handle where you could pull it up. And it has this gorgeous nouveau like styled flower. And then the backer of the tin is more of a goldy tone. There's just a couple little scratches here and there, but really it's great condition. It is the Helick Coffee Company, and really, really nice shape. So it does have kind of a black band that goes up here with a little bit of wear to it. The last time I filmed this tin, most of the graphic had worn off, but it's still really cool. And they did make these in different colors too. I'm going to open up the tin and show you the inside. So here's the inside of the lid. Really nice and clean. Really nice and clean in here. No rusting, which is a little bit difficult for tins from this era. On the bottom, there is a teeny spot right in here. And I'm not sure if that is, it's a little sticky, so I'm not sure if that is something on there. I did not clean this. I'm always leery to clean litho tins like this because I don't want to disrupt any of the paint, but it is really, really nice condition for this tin. And it is, it's on the larger side. It is 8.5 inches tall, 8.5 inches tall, and about 6 inches in diameter. So about 6 inches in diameter. And the top where the handle is, I feel like you could turn this inside out and use it as a riser if you wanted to, or you could hide your favorite snacks in there. Absolutely. You know, if somebody doesn't like coffee, they're not going to look in the coffee tin. But yeah, the graphics on here, I love it. If you guys watch my videos, you know I film advertising in old tins and all that stuff all the time. I just don't have anywhere to display anything like this. But this was the first time, and the last one of these was in the $100 range that I saw when I ran across it. It was close to $100. So I was happy to be able to pick this up. Nikki Rydell, I see you 30. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is. It is definitely, it's getting there. I don't know exactly 1920 date, but it is 1920s. And they didn't reproduce this tin as far as I know. All right, let's do a countdown looking for 31 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. All right. Parmesan must have had a hard day. He really is napping back there. All right, there is the just in case from Nikki. Thank you so much. And there is the coffee bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, Nikki, it's coming to you for 30. Thank you. All right. Let's do. I have one Halloween thing. So I'm going to do that next. I did mention I had another postcard. So I do have a Halloween postcard. So we'll do that next. I did get several Halloween postcards at Elkhorn this weekend. I actually surprisingly got more Halloween this weekend than I did Christmas, which I always look for both of those things, but for whatever reason. So here is my Halloween postcard. It's going to start at 20. And I said I was bringing a whole bunch of stuff tonight, and so I got to bring a little bit of Halloween because I did find this weekend. Really cute graphics on here. It doesn't have a postmark, but it is dated 1916 here on the back, and it does. I was trying to look like if it had this bend here. There is a little tiny bend, and it doesn't look like it goes all the way through, but there's a little bend right here that kind of goes through that moon, but it doesn't appear to be on the back side. So I'm not really sure about that. But Chrissy, I see you. Thank you so much. I love the moon. So that has a little bit of gold kind of inking to it. So it does kind of metallic a little bit. Same with the square that goes around the outside and the little fire and the band on the witch and the outline of the bats, all kind of gold inking. Me a nice little witch, brew a happy Halloween for you. I love the little black cat on the broom. She kind of reminds me, like the style of her kind of reminds me of Dolly Dingle a little bit. And it is a Whitney made card. So it's not made in Germany, made in the USA, Massachusetts. So there is the date, 1916 here on the back. So it doesn't have a postmark. So it wasn't sent in the mail, but it was used. So what does it say? Dear little Reed, cousin, your cute card so long ago. I can't read it all. I can't read it all, so I will just leave that be. All right, so let's do a countdown. I saw Chrissy and MJ in there. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 22 or more. Both of you may use it just in case if you would like. Let's do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. All right. There is the spooky bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, right before the bid end, MJ, it is coming to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And since going to the Midwest Holiday Show this weekend, I probably will be picking up some more Halloween postcards. Because there's 8-foot tables full of Halloween postcards. I'm not joking when I say that. So I probably will find some more. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna do this for $10. Okay, I'm gonna do a $10 start for my next round. And I haven't done a doll yet, so I'll do that. Hey, Wings. Hello, everyone. All right. I found this also came from Elkhorn, and I got a couple celluloid dolls this weekend. This guy I've never had before, nor have I seen him before. And he's dressed in I think he's dressed in little pajamas. I think. I could be wrong, but he looks like he's dressed in little jammies to me. And it's purple. That was the reason why I liked him right away. Purple with kind of yellow swirly polka dots. There's just a little bit of denting to the celluloid here in the back. And there is some writing here on the bottom. I'm not really sure what it means. I don't know if that is like a collection kind of numbering system. It definitely could be because this particular vendor had a whole bunch of celluloid, like a whole case full. So I'm not sure what that is on the bottom. It is in pencil, so it could be removed if you wanted to. I just didn't. I didn't want to remove it because I'm not sure. But his paint is very nice, very nicely done. He kind of looks like he's a little, I don't know about these people. That's kind of what his look like to me. He does have little rosy cheeks. There's no cracking to the celluloid. I believe he's early 1920s on him. And he is a decent size. He's a decent sized little guy. Let me see. What does my note say? He's 5.5 inches tall. Catherine Young, good to see you. I see your 10. Thank you so much. But yes, he's purple. You guys hear me talk about the fact that we don't see purple things very often. I would say like maybe the front of him is just maybe a touch little lighter painted, or maybe he's a little faded than the backside. Probably how he was stored would be my best guess. But I just had not seen him before. I was trying to see if he was stamped. Usually these have some sort of stamping on the back or on the bottom of the shoes, but he doesn't have any stamping. I don't see any kind of Japan marking or Germany marking or anything like that. So I can't find it on him. But Catherine, I see your 10. Let's do a countdown. We are looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Elaine. Oh, it does kind of look like a kimono suit now that you're saying that with the little belt. I don't know. Looks like jammies to me. All right, there is a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Catherine Young, he's coming to you. Thank you so much. Catherine, I didn't get to pop on your sale on Friday because we were in the car, so I missed it. I'll watch a replay tomorrow while I'm packing boxes. I missed it. Okay. Let's see. How about some Christmas? Okay. So I have, where is my note for this? Okay. This is going to start at 30 and Christmas. Yes, we got some Christmas. So I also haven't had one of these in a while. I have a Santa stocking. Oh. This is a bijou. This is a bijou rubber face Santa stocking. So it does have the tag. These usually don't have the tag in them, which is pretty cool. So it does say Bijou Toys, New York, made in the USA here on there, and toy design. So that would be like the model number of the stocking. They did lots of sizes of these and pajama bags in the same kind of style. So rubber face Santa for the stocking. And he's got really nice paint on him, bright blue eyes, and his little beard is three-dimensional, and that's meant to mimic like the fur trim of his hat. And it's really good shape as far as I can tell. Just a little bit of discoloration. These usually aren't bright white when they originally were made, but I do kind of like that. And there's not any kind of holes or really any kind of issues that I can tell you about for it. I've had a couple of these in the past, and they all look about the same, but this is the smallest size, I believe, the smallest size that you could get for these. And it does measure about 12 inches from top to bottom, about 12 inches to the toe, and about 8 inches wide. And then the ribbon does have like a little snag kind of right in here. There's a little snag on the ribbon. So the little ribbon hanger is about an extra 4 inches for that. But there's no coal in here. There's no holes. I was trying to show you that there's no holes in the bottom of the stocking, but you could definitely fill it with some goodies or stuff it with some paper and have some goodies popping out of the top. Then I thought, well, we'll bring Santa. I did find a Russian Santa at Elkhorn this weekend too, which was pretty exciting. But we'll bring him back. That's okay. I know. I was just bringing some holiday stuff because I did get some holiday stuff, but it's all right. I will bring him back and we will keep it moving. All right. Next thing I'm going to do, so these items for my next round, these were something that I previewed before we left town. And these are going to be 28 for choice. And I don't know, I don't think I've had one of these ever. These are just not something that I run across out and about. Now, I will tell you one has a little teeny issue to it, and I'll show that to you in a moment. These are made by Napco, and they are furry hair pixies. Napco did some other little girl and boy figurines with kind of fur hair like this, but these are the pixies because they have little antenna poking out of their fur hair. And then they have the little pixie boots and the little wings. So these are ceramic, and they are, it is a mixture of cold paint and fired on colors. But I have two different ones, and there are other ones out there in different colors as well. But I do have two. And I don't think I've ever had one of these. The yellow one here does have the Napco foil sticker here on the bottom. They are numbered. And the fluffy hair that they have is rabbit hair. It is rabbit hair, and it is dyed. It's dyed different colors. The color of these do tend to fade out. Pictures of other ones that I've seen of these all kind of have the same little fade out for the color. It's not like bright as it was when it was manufactured. And they have little tiny curled metal antenna. Oh yeah, there's musician ones too. Yes, Tracy. Little curled metal antenna peeking out. And then the cold paint on these is their suits and their faces and their little wings for them. And so the gold just on this one doesn't really have much paint wear to it. Okay. So he's pretty good, and he's got a good amount of fluff going on. No chipping to that one. So the pink one here, so he's kind of like a burgundy suit for these, and kind of a pink fluffy hair, but you can see how it's a little brighter underneath there, and it just kind of fades out to a little bit whiter on the outside. There is his little metal antenna, a little bit different style. So this one does have a teeny little flea bite on the back of his shoe. I couldn't leave him behind because he was with him, and I was like, I can't leave his brother here. That's not right. So I had to get him as well. He does have his Napco foil sticker here on the bottom as well. Yes, I think there's 5 different colors of these, if I remember correctly. I think there's 5 different colors, and they're all in different little poses too. They're all in little different poses, but they're little bug pixies. I think they're so cute. Measurement for them, they are they're 4 inches tall and about 2 inches kind of at the widest of their feet. Their feet are with their little elf shoes. Hilarious. All right, Aaron and Karen. And Kim's going to be bid ending for this round. Aaron and Karen are both in there at 28. Thank you so much. So the little burgundy guy does have a little flea bite on the back of his shoe, but not really any kind of issues on the front. And the yellow one doesn't have any kind of issues that I know of. Both darn cute. All right, let's do a countdown. Aaron and Karen both in there at 28. So we are looking for 29 on choice. And we're going to do the countdown right now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ooh. All right, Karen's got a just in case in there. All right. Ooh, all right. There is a bid end from Kim. Thank you, Kim, for filling in on that round. All right. Because Aaron did have the first 28 in there, and then Karen's just in case, we'll take it over Aaron. So for 29, Karen, let me know if you want yellow or pink. Yellow or pink. And then Aaron, you get second pick. All right, Karen's going to take Mr. Yellow Guy. You got it. Thank you. Right. Karen's going to take the yellow one. And Aaron, if you would like the pink one, little pink guy, let me know. And you can pass if you were after the yellow one. That is okay. All right, Aaron's going to pass. No worries. We'll bring Pinky back to the recap. Okay. Let's see. Then, all right. I'm trying to move through these quickly since I had a lot. Okay. Let's see. I do have one book tonight. And it is, I wrote it down. It's going to start at 10. All right. And it did come from Karen the Kewpie lady. I love Karen the Kewpie lady. And she's actually become famous at Elkhorn. Everybody calls her Karen the Kewpie lady because I made it up. I just called her the Kewpie lady for the longest time until I found out her name was Karen. So I have a book tonight, and it is the Kewpie Primer. Now this has reprinted stories and illustrations from the original printings from Ladies Home Companion and some other early 1900s magazines, and they're compiled in this book. Now the publishing date on this book is 1980. 1980. Oh, Karen, you want the pink one too? Oh, okay. You got it. Thank you, Karen. All right. Thank you, Karen. Yay, they're staying together. Okay. Okay. Anyways. Hey, Renee, good to see you. There is the Kewpie Primer. And yes, it is have the publishing date of 1980 in here. But it does have kind of the bicolor printing in here. So it's black and white with, oh, I guess it's not. It has red and peach kind of in here for the coloring. Bicolor would just have just a color in black and white. So there's the publishing. 1980 down there at the bottom with illustrations by Rose O'Neill, text and music by Elizabeth Quinn. So it does have kind of a little table of contents here with all the different little stories that are in here, and there's quite a few. There is 113 pages in here. So it kind of, this is the first one. This is a Kewpie. This is a good Kewpie. See the good Kewpie. Do you see the Kewpie? There he is. He's good. But there's, all my favorites are in here. So there's a little bit of everything. And introduces different characters in here. Did I miss something? Karen is this way. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing something. Sorry, you guys. Sometimes I'm not the best at keeping up with the chat. So here's a few as we go. Just cute. I know Doodle Dog is in here. I've had a different variation of this. I know Doodle Dog is in here. Doodle Dog's my favorite. And, oh, here they are. Sledding. So cute. The snow is good today. Oh, her name is Dot. Forgot about her name. I know Doodle Dog is here. Oh, look at that. They're giving them a bath and combing their hair. So cute. Okay. Oh, that is not Doodle Dog. Who is that? I don't even know who that dog is. They're riding that dog. And a monkey. There's a monkey riding the dog too. Let's see. Oh, was that a mercube? It was a mercube. There's a mermaid Kewpie. The mercubes carry their pail wherever they go, so they may always be sure of having water to swim in. Oh, cute. I love the mercubes. I'm trying to find Doodle Dog. I know he's in here. And I don't know if the Christmas one is in here or not. Oh, look at it. Your Valentine. That is really cute. MJ, I see you. Thank you so much. Hang on, you guys. I want to make sure he's in here. There he is. I knew he was in here. There's Doodle Dog. Kind of looks like my dog Maisie with the black and white coloring. Oh, so cute. I love her illustrations. They just make me happy. Dottie Darling. There's Dottie Darling. She's eating something. Is there Christmas in here? Oop, there's more mercubes. The Kewpie Circus. Where's the Kewpie Circus? I could do story time all day. Here is, oh, The Kind Fairy. I've actually had this magazine page out of A Woman's Home Companion before. The Fairy Queen. The Kewpies and the Fairy Queen. I've actually had that exact page before. Oh, thank you, Sweet Leaf. I appreciate it. Then there is a little bit, it did say some music. So there's a couple pages with music that are in here too. Hey, if you want to craft with this, since it's not that old, go for it. Or copy the pages if you want to paper craft with them. I think it's great. And then the back cover is the same as the front. Story time with Kewpie. All right. NJ is in at 10. Thank you so much. Looking for 11 or more. Let's do the countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, Lisa popped in there. Thank you so much. Oh, the fairy lady. Yeah, would be a cool tattoo. I agree with you on that. Oh, there's a bid end from Karen. All right, Miss Lisa is coming to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know how many more Elkhorns Karen, the Kewpie lady, and her husband are going to be doing it. I think they're in their upper 80s. I'm really pretty sure about that. Yeah, they said that they don't know how much longer they're going to be doing shows. It's a lot of work. And they have I think they have a double space. It's a huge spot. And they fill it. They fill the whole thing themselves. They usually don't have anybody else helping them. So, not sure how much longer they're going to be doing it. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do my other shakers. My other shakers from the lady that had 10,000 shaker sets. And I've only had one of these, I believe, before. And these are going to be choice of 18. And I have two different ones of these. I got to set them up first. So we got to get them over here. I have two different ones. I love these. There's a whole series of these made by New Orleans, Japan. There's a whole series of different dogs with names and little dog houses, but I have two of them. And these are made by New Orleans, Japan. So I have Snooty the poodle. You know how we say Snooty poodles all the time? That is her actual name, Snooty the poodle. There we go. It says beware of dog on one side. And then I have Happy. I think he's supposed to be a little beagle. Not quite sure, but I think that's what he's supposed to be. And these are salt and pepper shakers. So the dogs come out of their little houses. So the dog is one shaker, and then the house is the other shaker. I think they're so cute. So I'm going to show you each one individually so you can see them a little bit better. We'll take Happy out of his house. So this one here, so the house shaker for Happy doesn't have the shaker stopper anymore. And there's no chipping on these as far as I could tell. I did try and look them over pretty good. So there's little Happy. And he has kind of black and rusty brown spotting. And so the shaker holes are on the back of the dog's head. And he does have the stopper in him. And these don't have any cold paint. They are all fired on, so really nice shape. So that one says Happy, and then beware of dog on the side, and really highly detailed with that wood grain. And there's the shaker holes on the back side. So you can definitely fit a lot more in the doghouse than you can in the dog. So that's choice number one. Renee, I see you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to refresh, you guys. I'm trying to be reminding you about that because of the lag. And here's Miss Snooty Poodle. I love that her name is Snooty. And she has the shaker on the bottom, and there's a Japan sticker. And her doghouse is the same way as Happy's, except it says Snooty up at the top. And this one does have the stopper on the bottom. So Snooty Poodle or Happy Beagle. Oh, I did want to mention this one does have like a souvenir from Crystal Cave, Spring Valley, Wisconsin on the top. If you don't like these, I know they can come off with like magic eraser. Usually can take these off, or a little bit of elbow grease. Usually can get these off. They're just kind of like a rub-on decal. It's not actually a sticker. That can come off if you are not a fan of those souvenir things. I know on some of my personal things I have taken, if they're mostly worn off, I usually just take them the rest of the way. Okay, so choice is between happy or snooty. I think they're so fun. Where is my thing? So the dog houses measure about 3 by 3, and the dogs measure about 2.5 by 2 3/4. Okay. You have been in that cave, Minx. I have never been in that cave. I love a good cave or a cavern, that's for sure. All right. Oh, Catherine, you've been wanting to go. So, Minx, is this close to you? I'm wondering if that's close to you. All right. And I like the ones in Kentucky and Tennessee. I have been in several there, but I've never been in ones in Wisconsin. All right. Let's do a countdown. I saw Renee and Chrissy in there. Chrissy's got the high bid at 19. So we're looking for 20 or more. I'm going to start the countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Chrissy, let me know if you would like happy or snooty. Happy or snooty, or poodle or beagle, however you want to put it in the chat. All right, she is going to take happy. You got the beagle. Thank you so much. And Renee, if you would like snooty pood, let me know. Let me know if you want snooty. The countdown is mesmerized. That's why I want to try and make another one. It was just kind of what I had going. It took an hour and a half to make that countdown. I don't like admitting that, but it took an hour and a half. It was not easy. Renee, let me know if you want snooty poodle. Snooty poodle. Okay, she's gonna pass. No worries at all. I'll bring Snooty back. Parmesan is up from his nap. All right. Crazy. Okay. What are you gonna do next? How about a 10? I'm gonna do a 10. I'm gonna do another 10. Did I measure this one? Yes, I did. Okay. This one came from Elkhorn. I've never run across this 10 before. I don't think. I know there's different variations of it, but I've never run across it. And this is not antique. It does date to the 70s. And it is the Poppy talcum powder. It is a Daher, Daher, made in England. So it is stamped here. It says designed by Daher, made in England on the bottom. Usually Daher tins are kind of geometric prints, bright and colorful, mixed with gold, kind of look like a biscuit tin. This one, I had never come across this one before, but I really liked the lady on here. She was very striking to me. And it says highly perfumed for the talcum powder. And it has just covered with poppies all over it. I just really liked the graphics on this one. I saw it immediately and I was like, ooh, I really like that. And it is double-sided, so it has the same on each side. And I did open it up. It is nice and clean. No powder left in there. Doesn't really smell like anything. Sometimes with these powder tins, they hold on to that scent, but I don't really smell anything in there. I did lightly wipe it down on the inside and the outside, but there's not really any kind of, it wasn't really dirty or anything when I found it. So it was nice condition. I'm trying to look for some bending or any dents or anything. I'm not really seeing any. There's just one tiny little like paint scratch in the graphic kind of right in there, but the rest of it is really nice shape. Wings, I see you. Thank you so much. And as far as I know, this dates to the 70s, 1970s on it. But probably a reprint of a much older graphic that came from somewhere else would be my guess. With that lovely lady on there. The tin measures 6 inches tall by 3 1/4 inches in diameter. All right, wings at 10, so we're looking for 11 or more. I am going to start that countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. Right. There is the bid end. There's no poppy emoji, is there? There is the bid end from Karen. All right. Wings, it's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Next up. Parmesan, how are you doing? He's being naughty. I know you can't see it, but he is. He's getting in stuff that he's not supposed to be getting into. That is a daily occurrence. Daily occurrence. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else? I do have this. Where is my note for this? All right, this is going to start at 24. And it is a doll in a box. A doll in a box. I've had her before, but I don't think she was in her box. I don't know if I bought her from Kewpie Karen or not. I can't remember where I got her. I might have got her from a doll show. But this one did come from Karen the Kewpie lady. And I like her because she has hair and a little headband in her hair. And it does have its original packaging. So this is the Kewpie Gal. Kewpie Gal doll from 1972, I believe is the date on it. Yes, 1972. I don't know why it has marker on it because it is sealed in plastic. I don't know why that has marker on there, but that's how I found it. So she is a cameo. All right. Hey, oh flamingo, welcome in. She is a cameo Kewpie. So as far as I can tell, she's never come out of this box. Although if you want to free her from her cellophane, go for it. Because she's not like strapped in there or anything. She's not strapped in there, so she can kind of move around a little bit. If it were me, I would take her out. Keep the box, because the box is really cool with kind of flowers and butterflies graphics on there. I would definitely keep the box, but I would take her out. I totally would take her out of that cellophane and let her breathe. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. So she has kind of, because I've had this doll before out of the box, the little headband that she has on is kind of elasticized, so it's kind of stretchy, but it is attached to her head because she has molded hair, which is not something we typically see with Kewpies. So that's why she's called the Kewpie Gal. I do know that they did different colorways as far as dresses go with her, and she's got little socks and shoes, and her little knobby knees. And the box says movable arms, legs and head, and cooing voice. So usually on the cameo Kewpies, when it says that, because I've had some other Kewpies in the box, it means there's a squeaker involved. So usually what you could squeeze these and they would squeak. For the other cameo Kewpies from the same era that would come in like striped pajamas or a little dress, they would be squeakies. So maybe that's what the cooing voice, I don't know why it's got black marker on it though, so I'm not sure about that. But it is soft, non-toxic, washable vinyl. famous Kewpie gal expression, ribbon her hair, bright eyes, and mischievous smile. Dressed in colorful, cute style dresses with stockings and shoes. But yeah, she's very cool. Diane, I see you. Thank you so much. So the doll itself is around 8.5 inches, and she does have movable legs and arms. So she doesn't have to be doing the YMCA all the time. You can move her arms up and down. She'll probably thank you for that. Oh, I feel so much better that my arms are down if you take her out. And the box is 9.5 by 6. Okay. I see Desi's boho flamingo. Thank you so much. At 28, so Diane at 24, Desi's at 28. So we're looking for 29 or more on her. And both of you can use it just in case during the countdown if you would like. I'm going to start the countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid at YMCA. And I see you're just in case. There is the bid end from Karen. Oh, Desi's boho flamingo. Your 35 came in after the bid end. I'm seeing it both on both of my devices and StreamYard. So I'm so sorry. But Diane did have a just in case in there. So Diane, I haven't sent you happy mail in a long time. Diane, it's coming to you for 29. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. I do have some glass. I'm going to do my glass, my one glass thing. I don't know why I've been bringing glass lately, but I got some glass. This is going to start at 18. It's going to start at 18. My notes for this. Here we go. This pattern, I've never run across this piece out before. Typically, if I am looking at glass, something that stands out to me is an unusual color. And this really stood out to me because it's bright yellow, and usually it's not flashed. Usually when it's bright yellow like this, that tells me that it's probably going to glow, and it does. This is made by Indiana Glass. The pattern is called Monticello. Really deep diamond cut kind of pattern. It is a rose bowl, so it is not meant to have a lid or anything like that. And the color is called Yellow Mist. Not an easy thing to come by. Of course, where is my black light? Like I had it earlier when we were testing that jewelry piece. There it is. It's behind my water cup. It glows orange. It's not going to show up. Of course, it's not going to show up. I'm trying to see if it would catch at all because I have 8 lights on up here, but it glows cadmium orange. So it definitely has cadmium mixed in it. It is really bright orange, like fire orange. Here in person, I know it's not going to show. It's really not going to show on screen, but it is really bright. If you are into the UV reactive glass at all, this is not a color I come across or see. I do look at glass. I try and film glass just because I find some of it interesting. I don't know every piece of glass out there that I'm looking at, but it is really bright and lovely. So that's why I picked it up, because this was not anything that I've ever come across before. Yeah, Parmesan, just go turn off all the lamps real quick. Get up from your nap so we can see this glow, because oh my goodness, it is bright. So kind of in the like amberina kind of glass, like usually at the bottom of a pedestal vase, something like that, it will glow bright orange. This whole thing glows bright orange. It's pretty cool. Measurement for it, it is 3.5 by 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 kind of at the widest. It's kind of not a perfect circle, but it does have a little pedestal vase. So it is made by Indiana Glass, and I don't know, it was just cool that it was yellow. I really liked it. All right, we'll bring it back. It's totally fine. I told you I was bringing an assortment of surprises tonight, so I had to bring at least a piece of glass. All right. My next item is going to be Christmas. Next item. Oh, Chrissy, I see you. There's the lag. All right, Chrissy's in there. Thank you so much. And maybe Chrissy, if you're the winner of this, I will send you a picture of it glowing orange because it is really bright orange. All right, let's do a countdown. Chrissy's in at 18, looking for 19 or more. I am going to do the countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. I didn't have my black light with me, so I didn't know that until I got it home. Like, ooh. Indiana did do flash glass, so I was thankful that it wasn't that. Actually, I wouldn't have bought it had it been flashed. All right, there is the bid on from Karen. All right, Chrissy, it's coming to you. Thank you so much. I loved the yellow. Loved it. All right. All right. I have a Christmas piece for my next round. And how many rounds did I end up picking out? I have a few more to go. Okay. This is going to start at 30. Whole Howard. I got a whole Howard Santa mug for my next round. I love these. Love me some Holt Howard. He does have foil sticker. There's a little bit of tear to the foil sticker on the bottom, but it is 1960 Holt Howard quintessential Winky Santa mug. I thought I would bring him tonight. And there is some stained crazing, which I like. I like that on these, as long as it's not too bad on the front. I don't mind it elsewhere, but he does have some stained crazing. Overall crazing, I would say, for him. Caroline, I see you. Thank you so much. But his face paint is really, really nice. I'll get right up in there so you can see. I do like the crazing. I mean, some people don't like any kind of crazing on their mid-century ceramics, but I don't mind it. I actually prefer some crazing. There's just maybe a little paint loss right on the end of his nose, but the rest of him is really lovely for the face. There is a little bit of paint scratching. I usually, if these are really bad, I don't tend to pick them up, but he had enough red cold paint on him that I thought he was worth it. So there is some stain crazing on the inside as well. Caroline and Paula, I see you both. Thank you so much. So there is some stain crazing on the inside. So I do think that this was used. Can you imagine drinking eggnog out of this? Can you imagine putting your lips on the cold paint? I can't. I cannot. Richard, good to see you tonight. I see you're 33. Thank you so much. So this is 4 inches wide and about 2.5. There is a little bit larger size cup than this. And then, of course, there's the good old nut cup size. But this was the size that would come with the punch bowl set, I believe. And yes, crazing gives it creds. I like that makes. That should be a t-shirt. Crazing gives it creds. All right. Richard's got the high bid right now at 33. Paula and Caroline, everybody that has a bid in there can use it just in case during the countdown if they would like. And I'm going to start the countdown right now. We're looking for 34 or more. That's the wrong thing. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So StreamYard has a built-in timer, you guys. That's what I accidentally hit. And you can't change the length of it. And it takes up the whole screen. It's a little much. So yeah, it's 30 seconds. And we don't need to do a 30-second countdown. We don't. All right, there's a bit from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Caroline, I did see your just in case in there above Richard. So for 34, Caroline, it is yours. Thank you so much. Caroline. And I can deliver this to you. I'm excited about that. All right. Let's see. I'm going to try and move as quickly as I can through the rest of these things. What else? All right, this is going to start at 16. I have a Nancy and Storybook doll. All right, she's going to start at 16. And I have, I don't think I've ever had her. I'm pretty sure I have not. She is in her box. FYI, she's in her box. There she is. So that means she's very nice and clean in her little box, her little polka dot box. She is number 117, School Days. And what I can tell you about School Days is there are boys and girls for the School Days, different variations. So there's little boys that are dressed up and there's little girls that are dressed up. And I freaking love her. In her little yellow plaid dress. She does have her little original armband on there. One side says Nancy and Storybook Dolls. The other side says School Days with her little numbering. She's really nice shape. So a wool felt little hat. And then there's a little applied flower millinery on there. Tied in a bow. She does have kind of red hair. Very cute. And what's unusual about School Days, most of the variations for these, their pantaloons that are under their dresses typically are just plain white. And she has a little matchy with the plaid and the lace underneath her dress. So there's only a couple dolls out of the thousands that have little matchy like this, and the School Days is one of them. So she does have like, this is the little like insert that would come in the box to kind of like keep her in place in there so she wouldn't move around. And she does have a snap on the back of the dress. So what that tells me, most of the early manufacturing in the 1940s, they use safety pins. I've talked about this a lot. And then later on, they moved to doing snaps at the very tail end before they moved into doing plastic bodies. But she is the composition. So darn cute. And she does have her little black painted flat shoes. So she will stand on her own. You just kind of have to place her where you want her, or you could use a doll stand too if you wanted to. And she is 5.5 inches, frozen body. So that just means that her arms are the only thing that moves. Her head and her legs do not. Okay. Miss Diane, I see at 16. Thank you so much. So there is her box. And Melissa, hey, Melissa, good to see you, is in there at 17. So we're looking for 18 or more. I am going to do a countdown now. So both Diane and Melissa, you can use it just in case if you would like during the countdown. I'm going to do the timer. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Oh, MJ got a 19 in there. Diane's got a just in case of 23. And there is Karen's bid end. All right. All right. Over MJ's 19, Miss Diane. She's going to come to you for 20. Thank you so much. She is so cute. I love her little plaid dress. I love all Nancy and Storybook dolls, but I really like her little dress. Okay. Miss Diane. And thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. All right, what do we have left? What am I missing? I'm missing, okay, I see 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I have 4 rounds. Pretty sure I have 4 rounds left. Okay, we're going to do this guy next. It's your first Nancy and Storybook doll, Diane? Aw, I love that. It's a slippery slope. I will tell you because I have a few that I have decided to keep myself. Okay, this is going to start at 16. And It is made by Joseph Originals. It's been a long time since I've had one of these. And here he is. He's a frog. He's a frog. He is a frog that is meant to go in your refrigerator, and he's supposed to hold baking soda to keep your refrigerator fresh and absorb odors in your refrigerator. I have not come across one of these in a long time, so that's why he has all the holes in the back of his head. He's not some sort of fancy shaker for powdered sugar or something. He is a refrigerator refresher frog. So he has cork around his neck to keep it airtight there. So that looks kind of weird, but that's his little froggy head. So made by Joseph Originals. He doesn't have the foil sticker any longer. And there is the base of him. So there's the inside. And on the bottom, there is a dating here. And he is not from 1991. I believe that this was like maybe when it was gifted, that sort of thing, or who it was gifted from in 1991. But he's Joseph Originals, and the designer for this was Lori, Lorrie, Lori Designs. And she did some owl refrigerator baking soda holders as well. She did some other pieces designed for Joseph Originals in the 70s. So that is the date for him, not 1991. Yeah, who wouldn't want a fridge frog? And he does come in different colors. So there's a pink one, a green one, and a blue one, I believe, for all of those, plus little owls. And Lori Designs did some kind of a little bit more on the cutesy side as far as like compared to some of the fancy Joseph lady figurines and that sort of thing. He doesn't have any cold paint. Everything is fired on there, and I don't see any chipping. I couldn't find any kind of damage or anything on him. He's just a happy guy with his little daisy. Measurement for him is 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. So we are looking for 17 or more. MJ's got the high bid right now. So I'm going to do a countdown on Mr. Froggy. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Nikki, I see you're 17. MJ's back in there. I have found the pink one more often than any of the other colors. I have never run across a green one, but there is a green one. Nikki, I see you're just in case. And there is Karen's bid end. All right, Nikki Rindell with your just in case over MJ is going to take it for 19. Thank you so much. Right. All right, I'm going to do a Christmas item because I have 2 Christmas things left. So I'm going to do this next. And then I have 2 more rounds and then a short recap. All right, so. Okay. All right, so my next item is going to start at 22. And she's not Holt Howard, although she looks like she's a sister, but she's not Holt Howard. She's actually made by Delta Novelty. There we go. So she's a stockinette angel, and then she has a ceramic head. Now there is a little snag on this wing. I didn't think that that was a deal breaker because I don't run across these. I actually run across the Holt Howard ones more than I do the Delta Novelty. But she is a tree topper angel, so she is on a cardboard cone, but she can sit. So she sits just fine on a flat surface, or if you're worried about these, because they do tend to be, Leanna, I see you, thank you so much. They do tend to be a little topsy heavy because of the ceramic head. That's why some of them get broken because they fall over. So if you want a little bit more stability, I would recommend getting a metal receipt spike. I have been looking for some, actually. I've been looking for some metal receipt spikes just for that purpose, for these angels or for the blown glass tree toppers. They just add a little bit more safety to them if you do want to sit them out. But I'll show you her sitting. There she is. So she's got really chunky glitter for her cone base, and then it's wire that is holding the stockinette in place. There's a little bit of pops of glitter on the wings and kind of like her little skirt, if you will. She has chenille stem arms. She has mercury beads around her neck for a little necklace, and then she's holding on to a little poinsettia. And really the only kind of notable issue besides that little snag, it's not very even noticeable, but there is a teeny little flea bite. I think it's a flea bite. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a little flea bite on the very end of her ponytail. It's not really noticeable at all. And then back here on the back, it looks like when she was molded, I don't know if I'm going to get that to focus, a little bubble pop. So that is not a chip. That was an air bubble that was trapped in the mold when her ceramic head was poured, and then it popped when it fired. So that's what that is on the back. But that is a little flea bite on the very end of her ponytail. And besides that little snag in the stockinette, I think she's pretty good shape. And I have only run across one of these Delta Novelty angels one time. Same era as the Holt Howard ones, 1950s, 1960s for these ceramic head angels. And on the top here, she does have a little kind of gold bow in her hair. And this one isn't marked. No, this one is not marked Japan or anything. Delta Novelty was not very good about marking their pieces. Neither was Holt Howard sometimes, but William, do you have her? Do you have one of these? There are other ones that are holding different things besides poinsettias in their hands. There are other Delta Novelty ones too. Measurement for her, she is 6 inches by 4.5. 4.5 is the widest of her wings. All right. Okay, good. All right. There is Leanna's got the high bid at 22. So we're looking for 23 or more. And I am going to do the countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. All right. Oh, Vanessa popped in there with a 25 right before Karen's bid end. Pew, pew. All right, Vanessa, she's coming to you. Thank you so much. Right. All right. Okay. I have 2 more rounds, and then we'll get into recap. Okay. So next round is going to be choice at 10. And it is between brooches. So choice at 10. And these are, this particular lady, Elkhorn, she had some really pretty Russian lacquer brooches. And I had a hard time deciding, but I went with these two because they were a little bit different than the other ones that she had, because they had kind of like a foil element to them. And that's why I picked them up. Okay, so here they are together. Here's the two together. So they are Russian lacquered brooches. So they're wood, and then hand painted, and then covered with that really high gloss lacquer. And I liked these two. These were the only two that she had that has kind of like a metallic paint. This one has in the leaves, and then this one has leaves and flower petals and kind of metallic, but they're very, very high glaze in both of them. Now, one has a signature and one does not. They both have kind of a very simple, I wouldn't even call that a C clasp. I'm not even sure what kind of clasp I would call that. It looks like an L or a 7. And that is, the pin like extends way past where it clips underneath. This is the only one that has a signature on it. That's the only one that has a signature on the back. I have no idea what it says. But you do kind of just push it down, and then it comes out of the little loop. So there's 2. So these were the 2 that I liked the best. out of the ones that she had. They were all lovely. And they're on the larger side, I would say, for the lacquer brooches. And kind of gold paint, I don't know, filigree for the edging. And this one's got like colors of like magenta pink and lighter pink, a little bit of blue and bright green leaves. This one has more like red and yellow tones to it, and a little bit of green. I just really I like the metallic on these. They are, uh, I think they're 2 inches. They're 2 inches in diameter, and I think they're about 1.5. I think they're about 1.5 for the width. And as far as I can tell, the pins are in good condition. You just really have to be careful. Kim, I see you. Thank you so much. You just really have to be careful with the point extending past that really kind of crude clasp that is on the backside. I think these would be good contenders for a hat if it were me. All right, Kim's in there at 10, so we're looking for 11 or more. I'm going to do a countdown. So how we're going to claim for these is pink for this one because it's more pink, and green for this one because it's a little bit more on the green side. All right, let's do a countdown. Looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good end. Moose. Hey, Dusty. Good to see you. Oh, you've been in the Lurkers Lounge. What's the snack for the Lurkers Lounge this evening? All right. Oh, there's Karen's bidet. All right, Miss Kim. Where are you at? Oh my goodness. All right, Kim, which one would you like, pink or green? Oh, she's going to take them both. You got it, lady. Thank you so much. Kim, I have a question for you. Like the dollar horses, is there jewelry like that? Painted like that? I'm curious. I've seen little earrings. I have seen little dollar horse earrings, but is there like, like this, painted like this? I was just curious. Okay, last round, you guys. Last round. And these came from Elkhorn too. And it's going to be a choice at 8. Choice at 8. And these are cute. I love these kind of ornaments. These are Christmas ornaments. So we're going to end with some Christmas. Little felty critters. Little felty critters. I've never had either one of these two. I've had similar ones, but I've never had either one of these before. So I have a little mouse or a little dog. Oh my gosh, the dog. I can't with his little wild hair. He's got a little furry beard. I love it. And his hair is really wild coming out of his little, hey KP, his little Santa hat up here at the top. Leanna, I see you. Thank you so much. He does have like kind of a little gold ribbon collar there, and his little foot. So cute. So these are both kind of like flatsy. So they're kind of flat, stiff and felt, and little tail sticking up. And here's the back side. So they're both really clean. This one, they both have their little wired hangers with Made in Japan stickers. And here's the little mouse. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. He's got a tiny little bow on his tail. Look at his belly button. I didn't know mice had belly buttons. Did you? But now you do. And I think this is like a little wreath that he's hanging onto, a little, yeah, so stinking cute. And then he's got a little comb over here. His little mouse whiskers, beady eyes, and his little stripy hat. He also has the hanger on the back with the Japan sticker. So for measurement wise, the mouse is about 3 inches and the dog is a little bit closer to 5 because of his hat. Okay. So I didn't know mice had belly buttons. All right. Leanna's in there at 8. Thank you so much. Looking for 9 or more. This is for choice. And let's do the countdown now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Richard, I see your 9. Thank you so much. Nikki, I see your 10. Nikki's got a just in case in there. Richard's back in at 11. Nikki's holding it with her just in case. And there's the bid end from Karen. All right, Nikki at 12. Hey, John, good to see you. Nikki at 12. Let me know if you want dog or mouse. John, did you get bad storms in Chicago today? I know it was kind of coming like cross everybody today. We had some crazy storms. All right. Oh, Nikki's going to take them both. You got it. They can be Christmas besties. All right. You got it. Thank you so much. All right. Let me write that down. And then I'll do my recap. All right. So, what do we have to recap? Thank you guys so much. Recap. I have oh, wait. Why am I? That's not right. I think I only have 2 things to recap. I'm pretty sure. I have, so these can be quick claim items, okay? So type in what I tell you to type in the chat if you want to claim something. If there's more than one person that comes to claim in right away, we will do a quick countdown and to break any ties just in case this can be in play, just like a regular round. But try and type in the item plus the price. So I have just 2 things to recap as far as I know. Right? Let me double check that. I think so. I think I just have 2 things. Okay. I had my Bijou rubber face Santa stocking. He does have the original tag up here sewn in the top. There it is. Nice condition overall, as far as I know. Nice paint on Santa, just a little discoloration in the red, in the white. Sorry, not the red. In the white, really nice condition. Otherwise, I think this was 30, so you could do Santa 30, ho ho ho. Santa 30 for the Bijou stocking, and it does have like a little silk ribbon up here. There's a little snag in the ribbon hanger. But that's about it condition-wise for that. 30 Santa. If you want to do that one. And what was the other thing I had? We had, let's see. I know I had to turn the air conditioning on to do Karen. It's actually really hot up here right now. I had my Snooty Poodle, made by New Orleans, Japan. Snooty the Poodle. It was 30 buttermilk, 30 on the Santa stocking. 30 Santa on that one. Snooty the Poodle, salt and pepper shakers made by New Orleans, Japan. So the doghouse is one. Snooty is the other one. And it does have like kind of souvenir thing on the top from that collector of 10,000 sets. This was 18. So Poodle 18, if you want to claim that. And that was everything I had for my recap, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. That was a lot of stuff. It was fun bringing surprise items. I usually don't do that. I usually like to preview everything, but that was fun bringing fresh, like I literally unpacked it, picked the stuff out, and brought it to the sale tonight. So that was fun to do, to have some surprise items. And I have a lot more coming from Elkhorn in the coming weeks for sure. Thank you to Karen and Kim and Gavin, as always, for helping out in the chat. And Diane's also a mod here on my channel. Diane, you would like the Santa. You got it. You got it. Thank you so much, Diane. I appreciate it. All right. Yes, thank you guys for helping out on the channel. I appreciate you all so very much. And thanks for stopping by. I know some people joined us late, but thank you so much for hopping on and saying hi too. It's always good to see everybody. Reminder for information, do make sure if you won something tonight or maybe you haven't purchased from me for a while, do make sure and email me your information tonight. Here's my email up here on the screen, or you can message me over on Instagram if that's easier for you. You can do that too. And I will be rolling invoices out tomorrow. So I will message everyone when your invoice has been sent. So look for that. Look for my email or your message on Instagram when they go out tomorrow. And because of traveling for the Midwest Holiday Antique Show this weekend, we are leaving town Friday. So I would like everything out in the mail, your happy mail on the way to you on Thursday. So I will do my big shipping trip on Thursday this week for everybody. And next week, what's going on next week? You will see me back on Thursday. I will be back on Thursday next week at 8 p.m. Eastern. So normal Fantastic Finds time slot, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I think I will be by myself next week. I think I'll be back by myself the following week. So is that the first week in June, the following week? I gotta look at the calendar real quick. Yeah, so the 28th, I will be back. So Thursday the 28th, I'll be back by myself. And then Thursday the 4th, so June 4th, Miss Ariana from the Withering Cottage is going to be joining me, filling in for Fantastic Finds for Jason that week. And then Jason should be back with me the following week. Okay, so that's what I have going on. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Yes, my birthday is on Sunday. I get to spend it at the Midwest Holiday Show. I get to see Jason and Tina and Caroline and a whole bunch of other people coming to the show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you all. And we'll see you next week. Thank you guys.